question then is, this rubber stamp stigma that has been on the National Assembly throughout the last administration, if it goes the way of the president and his team, picking this president of the Senate, nominating someone for the president and someone for the speaker, wouldn't that rubber stamp situation still remain?
Look, let me tell you what's called rubber stamping. In the Congress of America, the Trump don't say it must be so person. There were negotiations and negotiations and negotiations and negotiations. But that's not the point. What is called rubber stamping? What is called rubber stamping? So, if Mr. President brings something that's wrong, and as a Senate President, I will take a knife and put on the neck of every senator. Let us stop this. When people don't want to do what they're supposed to do, when people are given responsibilities and cannot live up to their responsibilities, you say, Robatan, Lawan, did you not say anything that Buhari brings, he will approve it? Anything. He did not qualify it now. Even the last minute, I put my even 4 days to go. But that's not the point I'm making. The point I'm making, our democracy has not grown to that level, to that extent, where you say that we know party influence. No, party must have influence. Party must have influence. I mean, you didn't run as an independent candidate. You know what? Party gave you a ticket. There's nowhere in the choice of leadership position that a party does not make input. No democracy.
Your Excellency, is it just about Senator Godswill Akpabio being a ranking member of the Senate, or are there more? Is there more to
no,
than just
I have
made up your mind to support his
look at it. Look at it. First of all, what I've said is this. If they say the Senate President is coming to the South, Southwest is ruled out. And you have Southeast and South-South. Now they give them who of the zones? I said, it has never worked well in the Southeast. Ku Kantaku. Today is Wabara. That day is this person. The next 24 hours is like that. They have had up to 6, 7 Senate Presidents. And in the South side, you have not had only late Joseph Wires. So when you do by elimination, then the next president is South side. Who of the senators? I have a Sri Lankan senator, but he's a PDP member. He can't go and contest for the leadership. Democrats said it is the ruling party that produced the leadership. If it was not so, I've also told my senator, who's the one to go, and let us contest it. But it is the ruling party, it's not in the ruling party. Right? In Cross River State, the senator that the ruling king person there is in PDP, Senator Ijaribe. In Edo, there was nobody ranking. In Abia, the ranking are PDP members. In Delta, there are no ranking. So you see. So the only person that's in the ruling party in the South, that's ranking now, is Akpabio. That's the point I'm making here. So, so you can go to Subode. I told you here, if that their convention or rule was not there, probably, people would have gone to Oshimene. Why? Maybe even true. There are also problems around that. And again, looking at that, the party and the presidency, or the president, appears to have a soft spot for Akpabio. I would have thought, look, allow this administration to start in a very good foundation. So nobody gives us excuses that why this administration couldn't start in a good footing, because of the rancor in the National Assembly between the executive and the legislature. And that time, What excuses again are we giving? Who are going to suffer? You will come up on sunrise and begin to analyze. You will come up on AIT Kagaki and begin to say this. But that is the truth. Now we should be able to tell Nigerians, let us solve one problem. Why do we start from this land? Who is telling you is the imposition? Who is telling you that? Who is telling you that anybody is imposing? This is the language they use. If I say, I have a soft spot for you, I'm only appealing for you to see reasons. Apart from even that, look at the problem we have in Nigeria. You can't allow the Senate president to go this way. It will cause a lot of crisis. That's what I'm thinking. Let me see, leave theory and face reality. I ask you here, were you not aware that that ticket, modeling ticket, was an issue in this country? That to the point that the opposition parties, like my own party, used it for campaign, that Nigeria is not ripe for now to have presidency and vice presidency, to be one religion. Even though people like us never, but we say, well, I think the strategy mainly is maybe he has weighed that he's likely to win if he does that. And let me win first, and then balance up things. And that's what I saw.
We'll wait for the next list and see if you make that next list and when the authentic list finally comes.
Yeah, but still talking. Yes, but still talking about the National Assembly, because the dynamics in the House of Representatives is a little different from the Senate. Now, we see that the ruling party has about 177 members, which is the single ruling party, but the others, all the opposition come together, have more numbers than the ruling party.
Who are the opposition?
The PDP, the NMP.
Which are the factions of PDP?
Yes.
You know, nobody there can tell my state what to vote. You know that. What will you tell us to vote? Why will you tell us? Did you send the logistics for election money or for election to us?
So you are also going to support the candidate backed by the APC?
Of course, it's not about who we are going to. We know. They are unaware. Who will give me the directive? Who will give them? Is it those that wanted them to fail the election in our state? Is it those that never bothered whether they are running an election, no thank you was given as a party to support their candidates? They abandoned them. Now how can you now come and direct them? No. Everybody has where he gets his own support. So when you are counting that, then you're not being realistic. Two, you think that Seyi will support them from Oyo? No. You think that all of our people we have another say will support them? No. So if that is the number you are counting, you're making a big mistake.
You're referring to the G5, is that it?
Not only G5, we have integrity group.
Okay.
We have integrity group. Look, G5 are governors, but in the group we have integrity group. People like Jang are members, Olabode George are members, Donald Duke are members, Mimiko are members, Fire Shoot are members, Jerry Kennedy are members.
Yeah, but they don't have members.
No, it is not correct.
Okay.
It can be 2, it can be 3.
That they can influence.
Of course. Jerry Gada's son, did you know who the House of Reps?
Yes, let's hear your
In Plateau, do you know what happened? In Edo, do you know what happened? So, see, I've told you. See, this game is not the way you see it. See a permutation now. It has come to that. That's their own number. Who told you everybody in Labour Party will support where the president candidate? Who told you that? You will just sit to one place. Listen. How many of them gave body to those who emerged in Labour Party? Some of them emerged accidentally. So you don't think that, because you're a presidential candidate.
So they have a mind of their own.
Of course. You mean that like our state is now, what we suffered, what we passed through, the conspiracy against us, and we're able to survive it, and then you will see somewhere that you are what? To direct River State. How can you do that?
Your Excellency, we would have thought that now that elections are over and then we're looking at addressing the issues of the new government, that the peace would have been restored in the People's Democratic Party. But from your tone, Your Excellency, it seems that seems to be very...
Look at how you look at people who want to make peace. You started with the impunity life. What's supposed to come to start? You have taken it again. So who is the one making peace or who is the one making trouble now? Is it you that say, look, what you are doing is not good? Are you the one making trouble? I have taken it to the... Look at it. You have conscience. This thing you did, is it right? Is it how we have been doing it? It's not when you take, as you finish, this person will take. It's not what we have been doing. How come now you've done it again? I mean, I don't understand us.
Is there a future for the PDP?
It is those who are doing what they should tell us. We want the future of the party. That's why we are saying the right thing should be done. So everybody will be happy. People will come and say, look, now we are seeing signs that are trying to put ourselves together.
Your Excellency,
let us work towards that.
Is there a future for the PDP?
I have told you here. Listen, your parents sent you to school because they want you to have a future. Right? It's not even to go to the school. You start going and outside to smoke Indian hemp and this and that and that. What future are you setting for yourself? Your parents have sent you believing that they are building a future for yourself, for you. And you don't have to enter the classroom. Every time you're outside smoking. Are you building a future for yourself?
That's a future under the bridge.
Under the bridge. Now, I have said, look, we have a problem. And this problem was not resolved. You remember, if you watch that program, when Seyi said, listen, let us tell ourselves the simple truth. We had problems. And we were unable to resolve those problems. And that affected our election. Now he's happy that the governors are here. That shows that we are willing, right, to start. And look at, those are people too. You know what somebody said? You know what he said? Governor Seyi should show that reconciliation by coming to the tribunal. What are Seyi going to the tribunal to do? So when Seyi goes there, the judges will look at Seyi has come, and then they will win. I mean, look, we are talking about something serious. A governor stood up to say this, and somebody stood up to start, I don't know, to start that reconciliation. You have to come to, look at how you reduce, I mean, you trivialize issues. A governor stood up to say, I'm happy that our governors are here today. We must tell ourselves the simple truth. We had issues. We were unable to resolve those issues. But now we have come. I think the first step to telling Nigerians we really want to put ourselves together. Instead of you to applaud that or to back him up, you said, let the governor, if it's really serious, let them come to tribunal. It's to them. Them going to the tribunal is making them to win the case. Going to do the job of lawyers. They interpret the document by themselves. You have lawyers. I want them to do their work.
But something also happened this last week.
Yes.
The Benue State High Court.
Yes.
The judgment delivered by the Chief Judge of that state.
Yes.
Affirmed
the
suspension and expulsion of the former chairman.
Yes.
So effectively, that means that position is open. Do you think that that is where the reconciliation should start from? Maybe a dissolution of the NWC for a new national work committee to be...
Sincerely, if people are sincere, no, power is something else. Power, the president of the NWC, are they willing? Or the acting national is he willing to do that? They will tell you that the matter is in court, let's finish the tribunal matters. And I'll keep on going. Those things don't bother me. For me, when we shouted that the right thing must be done, and which would have not led us to where we are. Go and check. How was the election won and lost? Go and check. Go and check how was the election won and lost. Need to tell it clearly. Clearly, you see, all those PDP leaders from the southeast who go there, sit like this and make noise, they couldn't give their president candidate up to 10%. Not one. He said, Obi was on election. Obi was on election, then we cannot get to 5%. But what has Obi on election got to do with you having 25%? Look at in the South. What happened? They didn't get 25%. Customer, they didn't get 25%. River, they didn't get 25%. Are these not called PDP states? Are these not called? So what happened in Cross River State? I won't tell you what they started. PDP came third. Look at what happened in those states. PDP came third. Look at what happened here. PDP came third. Look at what happened in Benue State. PDP came third. Look at what happened in Plateau. PDP came third.
If the needful is done, will you be willing to come back to the party?
Am I not in the party? The governor is the leader of my party is the governor. All National Assembly PDP. All House of PDP.
You just talked about factionalization.
No, that is the point I'm making. Yes, if we are not doing the right thing, some people say, okay, do what you're doing. We are doing what we are doing. Anytime we are ready to, I say we are willing. But the point of saying, you have shown the wrong signal again. Just now, you showed the wrong signal. I was telling you what happened in Bauchi, that I thought would have been used as a platform to sincerely let Nigerians know, yes, we have had abuses, we are ready to make amends. And with that way, people say, well, it's a good step, it's a good direction. Yes, let's follow up. I'll see how it works out. But it's nothing to do, you hit the hard one.
What role would you play? What role would you play in ensuring that your party, PDP, comes back the way it was?
The role I'm playing is, look at the role I played. Making sure my party took over the state. It's a PDP state. If I didn't want, I would have gone to sleep and let my party fail. If the party fails here, what relevant are we again? It's not true. So, me that have done that, by giving us 3 senators, by giving us 12 National Assembly, by giving us 32 over 32 House of Assembly, and those who couldn't even get one, what role do they have to play in the party? I'm the one. We are the ones that have what it takes now to make PDP more relevant. That's what we're trying to say. And I said, look, do the right thing. We are ready to follow. But don't do the wrong thing intentionally and then come to tell me, hey, you know, it has happened. You know, that is one language I don't like. You still openly and rob somebody. And then you come back to tell me, you know, it has happened. That's very insulting.